Alright, YouTube, by the way, it's Tech Chan once again, and I'm going to walk you through all the equipments I'm using here on a ship. Right now, here it's a Digico audio board. Actually, it's a Digico SD9, so I'll show you. Okay. This is the Digico. I set up here one of the outlets in the ship, and then the D-Rack is actually here at the bottom. Okay, it's a 32 channel D-Rack input with 8 outputs. Alright, okay. And then in this outlet, what I'm using for lighting controller, I'm using a Onyx. Yeah, there you go, there you have it. And it's actually a PC. It's only application or software, and I'm just using a PC, and then using a LAN cable going to the Ether DMX and to the remote control. So I'll go up there, I'll show the cables, I'll show you the cables. Alright. Okay. Okay. Here, I don't know if you can see clearly at the back of the PC. So it's a LAN port from the PC. There you go. That's how actually I set it up. So the output of the PC going into the input of the switch, Cisco switch. So it's actually a 5-port switch. So the reason I'm using a switch, because at the same time I'm using a iPad as a remote control for this application Onyx. So that's it. It goes to the input, and then the output. The other link, what's this? This is from the output of the CPU. This goes to the Ether DMX, and for now I remove the remote control. So it should be one LAN from here, from this one port. I connect it to a router for my remote control. But for now, I remove this remote control. So this line goes straight at the back there, at the back, going down, going to the Ether DMX here. Okay, it's actually a Luminex Ether. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Alright, that's it. And this goes to the distribution of the fixtures I'm using. Okay, this is the input from your Cat5 coming from there. That's CPU. Okay, that's my PC lighting controller. Once again, it's Onyx. It's a very nice controller. It's very wide, and then you can do many programs. It's up to you. It's up to how wide your imagination is. Very flexible. And then the only problem I'm facing when I'm doing programming using a PC, it's very hard to control or call fixtures, and then going inside its attributes is very hard. So sometimes I'm using a under Martin M2Go lighting controller. I use it as PC mode. So what I did, I just put it one of the USB port here, and then plug my M2Go controller, and it's in PC mode. So actually it just serves as a controller. It's not really giving a DMX output from the board itself. So once again, if you will use M2Go lighting board later, I'll do a separate video for the M2Go lighting controller under Martin, and then I will attach it to this video. So if you are using a standalone Martin M2Go, you can use a universe output of the board, or if you're using it in PC mode, you're just using it actually a remote control for this application called Onyx. Alright, and then maybe in the other episode of my tutorial about lighting controller and audio board, which is Digico, maybe soon I will just attach it from here. Okay, what to say, what to tell? I think so much for now for this episode. I'll just show you the audio board, which is a Digico SD9. By the way, this console is really a beast. Really, it's a beast. You can do anything what you like. Okay, and then going to the audio board at the back there, I also set actually I'll show you my sound booth here in the ship. It's actually a very sealed sound booth, a very compact and small sound booth here inside. So it's very impossible to do your mix when you cannot hear what's really happening from your FOH. And then I'll show you the FOH is actually there. Okay. Show you. There, see? That's the main FOH. And then subwoofer is there. So by the way, the remote control that I made via iPad for controlling my mix, I use a router. I don't know if you can see, it's up there. Okay, let's go, let's check out. Okay. There you go. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but it's there. It's a TP-Link. And before, I'm really having hard time what to do because there's no line really intended for remote. So what I did is there's a backup secondary Cat5 port which is used for this LED wall. So what I did, I used that line and penetrated it to the router that I configured. Okay, so it's been terminated, going there, straight there to the sound booth. So I'll show you the other end of the Cat5. Right? Okay, and that's the sound booth there. So imagine it's closed door, it's sealed, and it's far from your FOH. So how can you mix without a remote? So I know for you guys who are watching this video, you can relate. It's very hard to do a particular thing that you don't know what's really happening. So you're mixing, somehow you cannot hear what's happening. So once again, I'll show you the line of the remote. Okay, it's here. There you go. This Cat5. All right. See, it says here. By the way, it's upside down. But it says here LED 1. So actually, the main purpose for this line during this installation is for secondary backup for LED wall. But I just use it temporary for the sake of at least easier to manipulate your audio. Alright, so this Cat5 goes to the router outside, and then the other line goes at the back of my audio board. I don't know if you can see here, it's very dark, but anyway, remote expansion port for router is actually that part of Digico. Alright, maybe I'll do another episode on how to configure your router for Digico remote. So By the way, just I'll give you an overview where to go when you're doing a setup for your remote. So all you have to do here is to go to setup. That's it. And then you go to external control. There you go. And actually this is my settings that I made. Okay, remote. Okay, but first you have to make sure this is enabled. Yeah, this is yes. And then what iPad you're using, what configuration, because you cannot use two iPads at the same time for some reason. Well, of course you know why. It's very impossible two guys mixing at the same time. So you have to enable or check this. Alright, and then make sure you press load and then iPad. There you go. And this is already good to go. So once again, another video. It's just a simple overview on how to do a remote external control. So another video I'll make on how to thoroughly set up your remote for Digico SD9. Alright, I think so much for now, and I will say ciao for now. Once again, my name is Chan and I'm your tech guide for today, and I tell you, practice and make sure you do it yourself for you to learn. Okay, if you like this video, or for you to for me to be able to make more videos, just press and hit subscribe down there. Alright, subscribe for more videos to come. Alright, once again, I'm Chan and signing out for now. Ciao, bye.